Hello everyone, I'm Ronald Mehta and welcome back to our channel digiate.com. We are your digital aid and we provide free courses on the subjects of business and marketing.
Let's start with the marketing mix. In this case, the 4 P's and 7 P's of marketing. Let's start with the 4 P's of marketing. A marketing mix of 4 P's is a set of components that work together to distinguish a product from others by emphasizing its unique selling points. Now let's look at the 4 P's, starting with the product, which entails product variety, quality, design, feature, size, warranties and returns. Then comes the element of price, which entails the list price, discount, allowances, payment period and credit terms. Next, place, which entails the channel, coverage, the location where it is sold and the transportation factor involved. And finally, the gamut of promotion, which entails advertising, sales promotion, PR and direct marketing. Now let's look at each one of them briefly with suitable case studies, starting with product. At the core of a great brand is an exceptional product that company sells. It might be a non-physical service like a physiotherapy session, legal services, so on, or a tangible physical good like a smartphone. In essence, everything that is supplied to the customer falls under the gamut of a product. Product is a key offering customers pay for. For instance, Tesla's complete bouquet of products. Did you know Tesla not only designs and manufactures electric vehicles but also offers battery energy storage from home to grid scale, solar panels and solar roof tiles and related products and services. Moving on to the element of price. The cost of a product or service is the amount that a company is willing to charge for it. The price of anything from food to transportation is determined by its cost per unit. The cost of a product can be raised to appeal as a premium and limited service, or it might be decreased for the sake of more customers buying it. The cost of a product is determined by a number of factors. Because it is dependent on so many things, the price is always changing. The best example in this case is of Amazon's dynamic pricing strategy. Amazon changes prices regularly. The price of products are changed by Amazon 2.5 million times in a day. This means that average price of a product listed on Amazon changes every 10 minutes, even though a lot of customers are annoyed and when the price of a product drops immediately after they buy it. This tactic has helped Amazon increase its profit by 25%. Next, the element of place. Place entails determining whether the product should be sold and how the product should be delivered to the market. Place is covered by responsibility for dealing with elements such as location, channel of distribution both online and offline that we do today, coverage, logistics and the transportation involved. The best example in this case is of Starbucks self-service kiosk in China. Starbucks opened new self-service kiosks installed in select Freshippo stores in China. Known as Star Kitchen, the new smart self-service kiosk is a classic example of how online world meets the offline world. It is installed, as I mentioned earlier, in Freshippo stores that are dedicated to processing delivery orders. And finally, the element of promotion. Promotion links a brand to various people, places, events, brands, experiences, sentiments, and items. Also known as the integrated marketing communication, it is an attempt by businesses to get consumers to become more familiar with, influenced by, and reminded of their products. Well, promotion mix entails the following. That is, advertising, sales promotion, direct marketing, personal selling, public relation, and events. Regardless of the channel utilized, whether online or offline, marketing should be appropriate for the product, price, and targeted customer. The example in this case is of the Super Bowl commercial, rates exceeding $5.6 million for a 30-second commercial. The final game of the National Football League is known as Super Bowl and is telecasted in the United States. There are many high-profile ads that are run during the game and they are popularly called as the Super Bowl ads. The price for airing Super Bowl commercial has kept increasing over the years. For instance, way back when it started off at the first Super Bowl, the 30-second ad was about $37,500. By 2020 Super Bowl, the cost had reached a whooping $5.6 million for a 30-second slot. Well, that's it folks. Those were the 4 P's of marketing, which are typically applicable for tangible products. Now moving on to 7 P's of marketing, which fall under the gamut of services marketing, that is for intangible services. A service is a provision that one person provides to another. It doesn't result in any transfer of ownership. So when you buy a smartphone, you own that smartphone as you get the ownership. But when you pay for a service such as banking, airline, hospitality, gym or healthcare, you just pay a fee there and you do not own anything in return, right? It is all about the experience. So in this case, there are 7 P's of services marketing. The initial 4 are common, that is your product, the price, place and promotion. And in case of services, we have 3 additional P's, that is people factor, as in the employees who deliver the service, the process to buy and consume a service, and finally the physical evidence involved to help you accept the service. We will look at each one of them briefly with a suitable example, starting with the first one, that is product. In this case, the example of a hospitality service. The core product in this case is rest and sleep when you go to a 5-star hotel. The basic product is the hotel room, bed, bathroom towels, desk and closet. The expected product in a 5-star hotel is clean bed, fresh towel, working lamps and a relative degree of quietness. Then comes the augmented benefit that makes one hotel different from the other in case of supply of food that suit customers' health, tablet-based control and voice-activated controls. And finally comes the future service, that is probably smart mirrors, keyless entry and underwater hotels. That will be the future of hospitality. Now this is the product when it comes to service, falling into 5 levels: core, basic, expected, augmented and potential. Now moving on to an example of pricing, in this case Uber, which is a transportation service, and Uber's dynamic pricing. Many times people notice cab fares to be on the higher side compared to normal rates on weekend nights. Such a pricing strategy is recognized as surge pricing or dynamic pricing. Companies such as Uber make use of normal peak hours, bad weather conditions, events, traffic conditions, unseen emergencies and so on in their favor by increasing their prices. Systematic algorithms fuel the technique due to which businesses such as Uber cater to the demand-supply mismatch. Moving on to the element of place. In this case, Burger King, again a quick service restaurants, innovative distribution options post-COVID. In order to make the whole ordering mechanism safe, Burger King revealed a new touchless restaurant design amidst the COVID scenario. In the drive-in model, guests can park their cars under the solar-powered canopies. They can place orders through the Burger King app by scanning a QR code at parking spot and have the food delivered to their cars. In curbside delivery, orders placed in advance through the mobile app will have curbside delivery in dedicated parking spots. Additionally, a suspended kitchen and dining room above the drive-through lanes will make it ideal for urban cities by reducing the building footprint. Well, that was the case study for place. Moving on to physical evidence, in this case Singapore Airlines first class. Inside Singapore's A380 first class suite that features a full bed, private bathroom and a large leather armchair. Right? The new swanky first class suite which features up to 100 square feet of living space. The suite is an upgrade from the original A380 first class cabin that debuted in 2007. Moving further, since then Singapore has retrofitted its current A380s with a new suite which was introduced way back then. Inside is a large leather reclining armchair as you can see. So physical evidence are typically the tangibles that are involved in delivering the service. In case of an airline, the tangibility is the exterior and interior of an aircraft. Moving on to the element of promotion. In this case, again, a quick service restaurant KFC's Quirky campaign, as you can see that. KFC, one of the most beloved fast food chains globally, ran out of chicken. This event was marked as a tremendous disaster for the brand that developed the entire empire on its star product, chicken. In order to combat this mishap, the brand had to shut nearly 1,000 outlets based in the UK momentarily. However, leveraging this opportunity, their advertising agency played with the popular KFC acronym and created a print ad that says FCK. The campaign turned out to be one of the most quirkiest campaigns from the house of KFC. Moving on to the element of process, in this case the example of MasterCard. MasterCard's Smile to Pay process. MasterCard believes that touchless technology will shorten queues, speed up transaction times, improve hygiene and security in businesses worldwide. The company is pilot testing its new Smile to Pay system in Brazil, with the rationale being saving on time for customers at checkout. The process entails customers installing an app which will take their picture and payment information. This information will be stored on the third-party provider's server. At the checkout counter, the customer's face will be matched with the already stored data, and once they find the perfect match, funds will be deducted automatically. And finally, the element of people. In this case, the example of Starbucks. Well, Starbucks invests in employee experience. Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz announced a series of investment in the company totaling $1 billion to enhance employee experience, health and pay. He added, "We will introduce joy and connection back into the partner as in the employee experience." Since his return as CEO earlier this year, Schultz has been visiting retail and roasting plant partners around the country to understand how their lives have been impacted over the last 2 years amid the pandemic scenario. So that's it folks, that brings an end to the marketing mix, in this case the 4 P's and 7 P's of marketing. Remember, 4 P's stands for tangible products and 7 P's for intangible. These are the list of sources and links referred to for our content in the video. Thank you and stay tuned for our more videos.